Suriname 2013 Tobacco Act aims to protect current and future generations from the harmful health effects of tobacco and tobacco products and exposure to tobacco smoke. To achieve this goal, the Act is based on 5 components. 1. The smoking ban. 2. Restrictions on advertising, promotion and sponsorship. 3. Restrictions on sales, for example, the increase of excise duties, banning sale to minors, ban on the use of tobacco vending machines. 4. Measures for packaging and labeling of tobacco and tobacco products. 5. Detection and enforcement goals. Although not mentioned in the memo under the 5 components of the law, Article 19 of the Tobacco Act is about establishing an important body, namely the Tobacco Bureau. Hi, I am Farisha Shambar Singh. I am the Tobacco Focal Point at the Ministry of Health. When the Tobacco Act came into effect in 2013, the Ministry of Health immediately went on setting up an interdepartmental commission that would function within the Tobacco Bureau. The commission, however, was established for the duration of only 1 year. I am here with Dr. Algu, the former head of planning at the Ministry of Health. Dr. Algu oversaw the setting up of the commission. Dr. Algu, tell us what the Act describes as tasks for the Tobacco Bureau.
According to the tobacco law, the Tobacco Bureau has the task of developing projects and programs in order to discourage the use of tobacco and tobacco products. Furthermore, to counsel smokers in order to quit smoking, to raise awareness with regards to the health risk of smoking, and finally also to promote research on tobacco and tobacco products.
The interdepartmental commission that was set up, how it needed to function within the Bureau, and of which departments or ministries were represented.
The Tobacco Bureau needed to function as a national coordinating mechanism, and it consisted therefore representatives of several ministries such as the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Labor, the Ministry of Justice and Police, the Ministry of Trade and Industries, and a representative from the Tax Department of the Ministry of Finance. Further, there were also representatives from the Chamber of Commerce and from the Suriname Association for the Trade and Industries, and there were also 2 representatives from the consumers groups.
What preparations were done to establish the commission, and what was done in the 1 year that the commission was active?
The preparations to have the Tobacco Bureau was already mentioned in the law. According to the law, we had to establish the Tobacco Commission, and first of all, there was a ministerial order developed, and followed by a proposal written to the Council of Ministers for their approval. And finally, when we received we got the approval from the Council of Ministers, the Tobacco Bureau was established for the period of 1 year. So within 1 year, what the Tobacco Bureau or Commission could do was starting to increase the tax on tobacco and tobacco products. Further, we started with translating the health warnings which we received from FCTC, the WHO, in English. We have to translate that into Dutch, our national language. And we worked also on the images that we received from WHO. What we did is use images that speaks to our population. So that were the major things we have done. And then we started also working on having the nicotine reduction treatment, but we weren't able to complete that, so the introduction wasn't done by the time that the Tobacco Bureau, the mandate expired. So further, what the Ministry of Justice and Police did is they increased the surveillance at the borders and the control on illicit trade of tobacco and tobacco products. And we started also with banning the tobacco advertisement, promotion and sponsorships for events, especially for sport events and for drama.
What, in your opinion, were the challenges? Why the Commission or the Bureau could not be fully operational?
So, as mentioned in the tobacco law, the Bureau needed to operate for a long time. It should be functioning as a national coordinating mechanism through all sectors and through interdepartmental from several ministries. So if you are only mandated for 1 year, it's not enough to do all the work that needed to done for the implementation of the tobacco law. So the most important thing was here that we needed to have a mandate for this Tobacco Bureau to be expanded, to renew the more than 1 year we needed to work on it. And we had also many other challenges besides that the mandate period was only 1 year. While the tobacco law was being implemented, we were still encountering advertisement and promotion through magazines, emails, and social media. Further, a major challenge was to control the import of illegal tobacco products, especially the electronic cigarettes. Further, so the consistent enforcement of the tobacco law continues to be an issue due to also lack of or not being available in sufficient amount of financial resources, human resources, but also technical support. How could we overcome and have a better implementation of the tobacco law? First of all, we need a renewal of the mandate of the Tobacco Bureau. So that is one of the first things we learned, that we need to have that. We need to have a coordinating mechanism, because the tobacco law is not only the responsibility of the Ministry of Health, but also from other ministries, and you have to come together to work on the implementation. So as soon as the Tobacco Bureau will be mandated again, they need to start on strengthening the intersectoral exchange and the dialogue of the law, the tobacco law. They need to develop also messages, especially for the community, so that they get empowered to, as soon as they witness a violation of the tobacco law, they are able to report that, and then action could be taken. Further, we need also to monitor the contents of the tobacco products. And further, we weren't able to implement the nicotine reduction treatment. We have to work on that and enhance the tobacco cessation programs. And furthermore, we need to include also health warnings on movies that show smoking, because if you're banning smoking and children see smoking in films, they will not understand why smoking is not allowed. So we need to address that also. And finally, we need to monitor the implementation of the tobacco law, let's say day by day, and have periodic evaluation of the tobacco law, and if needed, we need to amend the law. And we need also research on tobacco and tobacco products, not only about the products, but also the behavior, the use of tobacco in order to discourage the use of it.
Thank you for providing us with this valuable background and insight. Suriname is participating in the WHO FCTC 2030 project. Within this project, the Ministry of Health currently is collaborating with the partner organizations such as PAHO, WHO, UNDP in planning and setting up the Tobacco Bureau.